Allie brought up this through a text because she doesn't have a mic. So
she's gonna just turn around and be like, "Hi, let's talk about this."
She brought up earlier on they had pictures of Loki and Thor in New York with long hair. So I'm assuming that's before they go to Planet Hulk or whatever it's going to be called.
Just thinking about that, go into Planet Hulk, you know, they're transported there and they're having to get ready to be made into gladiators. I think that the people who are putting on the gladiator match, snip to get him looking more, not snip down there, snip up here. But
I'd be like, I'm not doing this. I am not comfortable with this. I would like to keep things intact.
No, but like I think they cut his hair. Not
in Shamefest 2017.
In Shamefest 2017. That's what the games are going to be called. They're going to have like the
big
TV
banners and
that come down.
Shame, and there'll be another Fest.
And then the lady from Game of Thrones will be there. Shame. Shame.
I like it. I think that we've made the movie better automatically. We've already made it better. Oh, moving on to the gaming side of news. Netflix and streaming surfaces will come to Switch in time.
Which means we don't know when we're coming out with these, but one day, maybe.
When they sell more than 10 consoles, I guess.
Oh, when they put out more than 10. Jesus. Ugh. President and COO of Nintendo America, Reggie Fils-Aimé. There you go. That's why I got
Fils-Aimé.
Fils-Aimé has answered some questions about streaming services on Switch, offering a slightly more positive statement than the past. Everything's burning down. Oh my God, why can't we put out more consoles than we did? That was his first statement. And then it was redacted. He said, we're talking to a range of companies about other services, companies like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, things that will come in time. Currently, there are no streaming services on Nintendo's new console. However, the company has previously stated that video streaming is under consideration for a future update. Fils-Aimé was keen to push the idea that Nintendo Switch is a gaming platform first and foremost. He said streaming services are non-differentiators when it comes to Switch versus other consoles. What differentiates us is the way you play the Nintendo Switch and what you can play. 2 games. And what will continue to be our focus in the future as we continue driving this platform to the 10 people that bought it. So yeah,
I like that they're
avoiding the Xbox route of things.
Because I know that the Xbox was this is not a gaming console, this is an entertainment console. But I like where they are going, where we're sticking to our games. But I mean, you should have already had it to where you could at least stream Netflix or go to a browser, because that's what everybody wants. I love my Xbox, I love my PlayStation, but if you told me, oh well, you can't have Netflix or you can't have this on here, that you're cutting out a whole section of what your gaming console can do, and to have that to be portable, where you can go and watch your show for the 30 minutes that the battery will last while you're watching Netflix.
And you're not going to get a lot of time watching Netflix. They're probably just saving themselves from getting griped at.
But that also prohibits, well, not prohibits, but depends on if you don't have one of those tablets where half the screen is cut off too. So.
But I think they need to incorporate it, or at least something where you can at least go to a browser and then open up Netflix or Hulu or something like that.
I think Nintendo's whole take on all of this has been slightly poor, especially with when they've talked about dead pixels and all of that. I know this is not talking about the streaming services.
Right.
They pretty much denied that it is even possible or that it's common for that to happen. I don't have any dead pixels on my phone. I don't have any dead pixels on... I might now, but I don't have any dead pixels on my iPad. Like, that's freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, again, 10 people bought it because they only put 10 out.
I think, though... For banging the table, not banging.
I love my iPhone 7.
I think this all goes back from the beginning, though. Like, all of this stems from how they initially started it with, like, having limited extra consoles to sell to retailers for non-pre-order customers. And now it goes to their services and all their games. I think that they're just playing the safe route 100%. The fact that, they're coming, these streaming services are coming. And I don't think it's the fact that, they're trying to look into how this is workable. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they're all looking at this, how the Wii U was handled. The fact that it didn't sell well. There were consoles sitting on the shelves at launch. They didn't make anything besides exclusives. I think they're all trying to be cautious to make sure it's going to be worth investing the time and money into this before they commit to.
You know who else played it safe? The Falcons in the second half, and guess what? They lost. That's all I'm saying.
Guess who put it all on the table and is creaming everybody? PlayStation 4. Bow, bow, bow. They are.
They are.
Yeah.
Almost 60 million units sold.
Whew.
Can you say that, Nintendo? No, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to break 100 million. I'm telling you right now. In PlayStation 4's lifetime, 100 million will be broke. The attach rate is awesome on this.
Oh, yeah.
We'll
Get
see.
you some. The attach rate on Nintendo is probably
And maybe by that
perfect
time,
right now because
the,
once again,
The Switch will
10.
sell 35 copies.
Yeah.
Or consoles.
Yeah, 35 copies of their consoles because they're literally people just making like cardboard. Like I could get
The 3D cuts out.
my two PlayStation controllers and just like hold them beside my my iPad.
You know what's sad is, though? They sent us more extra copies of Breath of the Wild than they did Systems. So,
See, it's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. They limited pre-orders. They should not have limited pre-orders. Like that should have been just
yeah.
Because you have that many that
Yeah.
you could send, plus send a few extra.
like don't limit pre-orders when they did because they sold out like that, and that's ridiculous.
Like, we sold through our allocations through end of day Saturday, and that was like 2 days after they went up.
yeah.
So,
And that's where it gets me is you should have put more time, more units into the pre-orders, like whatever after that. But yeah, it's going to be just like the NES Classic, where after a few weeks, nobody's going to care, nobody's going to buy it.
Your old news with them.
or people are gonna wait out because they're gonna see on eBay and Amazon that's gonna be $5,000, and it's like, nope, I'm not paying that much.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would have thrown down the cash a week ago, and they would have got my money.
Yep.
Now you're probably not going to get anything. Yeah, that's what I said. Stop being a toy company.
Reggie, get your stuff together.
Yeah, you COO.
You know who's better than you? Shuhei Yoshida.
Phil.
All hail.
Phil.
All hail Shu, full of grace.
We go big, and then Reggie gets this video.
Oh my goodness.
You'll be like, what was this at? I stick to my word. I like Shu more than you. And she used to just over in the corner like, hey.
Good.
Have you ever heard Shu laugh? It is absolutely adorable. Oh, speaking of something that's selling well and doing well, Telltale Games The Walking Dead, A New Frontier Episode 3 has a release date. The Walking Dead, the Telltale series, A New Frontier, third episode, Above the Law, will be released on March 28th.
I fought the law, and the law won.
I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. Telltale Games has made the announcement during its PAX East 2017 panel today, revealing that the next episode in the third season will be arriving at the end of this month. A New Frontier took a different approach to its release, debuting the first 2 episodes at once when it launched in December. Instead of a full trailer, Telltale brought a clip from episode 3, exclusively shown at PAX, that hinted at what's to come in this later chapter. A New Frontier introduces players to a new protagonist, Javi, and sees return of Clementine, who starred in the first 2 seasons of The Walking Dead. So, I enjoyed the first 2 episodes. I thought it was really good. Seeing Clementine in a different light is very interesting. I remember when I told her, gotta cut your hair.
And she's like, why?
I remember that sad look at the end of the first season. Yeah. I like to live dangerously.
But it also is kind of crazy because everything's is coming out at the end of March because you got the first story DLC for Final Fantasy 15 the end of March. You've got I think the first expansion pack for Battlefield 1 dropping, and now the third episode of Telltale's season 3.
Yeah.
So.
And then April's just the barren wasteland that it always is.
You got Persona at the beginning of that.
Is Persona actually coming out in April?
Yeah, April 4th.
So not a complete.
So Persona's going to be more likely my number one.
I know.
Next month.
No, it's Troll 2, right?
Oh yeah. If that was a video game.
All right.